Let me show you how you can achieve this melted glueless installation. No glue, just your spray, and it's still melted. It still airs this way. And trust me, this hair lasted for about 3 days. You can take it off immediately, and if you want to take it for some days, 2-3 days, you can actually use it for a period of 2-3 days.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time of seeing my video, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Diary of a Hair Lover, a channel where you get to learn more about hair styling, hair care products, hair installation, and many more. Do where to click on the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel, and also let me know in the comment section if this is your first time of seeing my video so I can give you a shout out in my next video.
This is the hair I'll be using to do this video, and this is a blend hair. As you can see, it's a blended, it's not a human hair, but it is a frontal hair. But this frontal, it is just a 2x13 frontal. As you can see the inside, it's not a full frontal, it's not a 13x4 or a 13x6, it is 13x2 frontal. It didn't come pre-bleached or pre-plucked, but some extent the front line was actually very thin, so I don't think there's a need to pluck it since this is just a tutorial video. And if you want to see a tutorial video on how I plucked my frontal, how I do my plucking, you can actually go watch that on my channel. Moving on, I had this natural cornrow on me, and I'll just be covering it with a cap. Mind you, I am not a fan of bald cap. I don't do that thing. I'll just rather wear my cap, shift it backward, tint the cap, and color the cap with the color of my foundation. That's what I do. I don't glue down my cap. So what I did was I cleaned my forehead with an alcohol. You can see the alcohol was actually tingling my eyes, but I had to do that to remove excess oil and residue from around my forehead so that our spray can stay and hold tight. Then I go in with the spray. I spray it all over my edges, and I took this brush to slip it backward. This helped my edges to stay one place. It helps it to stay in line. Then it's really slip it backward. As you can see, like everything is slipped backward. There is no any front hair flying around or anything. So whenever I put my spray to hold down the wig, or if I want to use a glue, my hairline is secure and safe. Another thing I do is this comb on wigs, I remove it. It's so uncomfortable. I don't know how you guys wear this comb on your head with the wig. It's so uncomfortable. Like, I cannot deal with it. First thing I do when I get a new wig is remove these combs, and honestly, I never regret it. Since the day I started doing this, my wigs are so comfortable on me. I can wear it for days. I can wear it for how long without being uncomfortable or something choking, something injuring me in my head. I don't like it. So now I'm just going to be fitting in the hair on my head right now so I can cut out the ear parts. So this is just me fitting it on my head to cut out the ear part, and because I don't want everything flying all over out, so bond it together with this band, which is what I'm doing right here in this video. Once that is done, I'm going to take my comb to comb it backward so I'll be able to see where I want to cut out, and also be able to center the hair so it won't be more on one side than the other side. So I need to make sure it is in the center, it is equal, before I go in with cutting the ear parts. Now I'm cutting the ear part, and I am cutting like I'm tracing my ear out. So you need to trace out your ear. I don't know how else I can put that, but that's just the only way that it can make sense. You need to trace out your ear. That is when you are going to get that perfect sitting. You can see the way how it starts just behind my hair. That is what you want. The hair should sit behind your hair. So you do that to the other side as well. You trace it out. You trace your ear out of the nets. Please be careful while doing this. Don't cut your ear. Don't hurt yourself. Be careful while doing this. So you trace it out. If you are a newbie, if this is your first time trying to do that, you can just use a pencil or a marker, something to trace it out. Then you pull out the wig and cut and wear it back, if that makes sense. But if you know you can do it without hurting yourself, you can do that. But if you are scared, if you don't want to cut your ear, you can just find something to map it out. Then you take off the wig, you cut and wear it back. Now we want to make the lace tint. I'll be getting my foundation color, preferably a 1 shade or 2 shade darker than your face tone. So I'll be using this foundation. Then I'll be getting a container like this. If you don't have a container, you can just get a small cup or a bowl or anything that you can actually mix something together in. So I'm going to get this container, put in the foundation, then going with my spray, my butterfly spray. For those people that doesn't know what spray it is, or you've not heard of butterfly spray, maybe you're in other country or something, just any holding spray. You can get a holding spray, any holding spray, you spray it in, then you level it up to the quantity you want. You level it up to the quantity you want, and then I put my emus inside, and this is me trying to close it, but I didn't know what happened. It's just formed up, and I had to be fast with tightening it. If not, everything is going to pour out. Then I had to shake it very well. Then I spray it on the hair, and I took my brush to spread it out evenly, and guys, it really came out so well. To think that I only sprayed little, not that much, and I got this result, I was really amazed. I was kind of proud of myself for inventing something like this. But then again, take a look at that lace, see how tinted it is. It looks so natural. And then I had to just take the brush to just brush up the net on my head so the color can match, and that was all we did there. Now that we're done with that, we have to fit in the hair again for the last time before we cut and lay it down. So this is just me checking out where I want it to be, because I don't want it too forward and I don't want it to go back too much. So I just want it to be at the right places. So after I've gotten where I want it to be, I took my spray, my holding spray. Remember, we are not using glue. This is a no glue installation. So I'm just going to go in with my spray and spray it at the front line, and use my comb to press it down and comb it backwards, just the way I am doing in this video. So I'm just going to use my comb. Then after using my comb, I'm also going to use my hand to press it down as well. So after doing this, then I notice it's already getting tacky. I'm going to go in with my dryer on a low heat, very low heat, the lowest one. So I'm just going to blow it and use my comb to press it down alongside, and I'm just going to keep doing that till it's dry out. Then I'm going to go in with another layer of the spray. You can do one layer, that's fine. If you want to remove it immediately, or maybe you just want to go out in a few minutes or a few hours, you'll be back, you can use one layer of spray. You can spray it once and that's all, but because I want it extra holding, so I'm going to spray it 2 times, and this is the second time. So after spraying, use my comb to press it down, and I'm going to go in with my dryer again and press it down as well. This time around, I am being intentional about the pressing down, so I'm going to go in section by section. So I'm starting with the side first, then I'm going to work my way through to the middle and to the other side. So I'm just going to use the comb to keep pressing it down. As I am blowing, I am pressing down. When that is done, I'm just going to go in with this elastic band and place it around the hairline and tie it at the back. Make sure you tie it tight. It is very secure. So once that is done, I'm just going to style this hair, but the hair is not having it at all. To think that this hair is not even up to an hour that I put it on my head and it is this tangled. Thankfully, this hair is just for the purpose of this video, and that's just it. I cannot even wear it out. Just look at how messy that was. So I brushed and detangled and find my way through it, and I'm just going to brush it to the back, the front. I'm going to brush it to the back and make sure everything is well detangled and all. So after that, I'm going to take my straightener, and because this hair is a blend hair, it's a synthetic hair, I'm going to go in with the very low heat on this straightener, the lowest heat on this straightener. So I'm just going to straighten it and divine it more, make it look more appealing and all, even though I'm going to put it off after this video. But at least let it look good and let it make sense, right? So that is what I am doing right here. I'm done straightening, and this is what the wig is looking like. At least it looks better, right? I know it looks better than the way it was. And I'm just going to take off my band. So this is what it's looking like after taking off the band. It is well laid. It's so perfect. So I'm just going to cut off the excess lace right here, and I'll be doing a zigzag motion while cutting. I'll be going zigzag and cutting and go zigzag till I reached the end of the lace. This is what we have here. Can you see that? It's so perfect, but we still have a ash line showing there, and we need to fix that. Yes, we need to fix that ash line. So what are we going to use? We are going to use the tint we made in the first place. Yes, that tint, that is what we are going to use again to melt that lace. So I'm just going to spray it at the tip of the lace just like this, and I'm going to take my take home and use the tiny tail to hold it down, and going with my dryer to melt it down. So this way your lace is going to melt into your skin. Like, there's no other logic. It's going to melt into your skin. So that's what I'm doing right here. As you can see the difference, see the ash line over there, see the melting over here. So everything just looks so good. I'm going to apply it on the other side as well to do the job, and I'm going to put it at the ear area that was stubborn and could not melt down. So I'm just going to put it there again and do the melting, so that everything is going to come out perfect, nice, seamless, and beautiful. Guys, look what we have here. Look how melted that is. Like, where is the lace? This is the real definition of where is the lace. It's disappeared. It's melted completely. So the line there is the glue line. So I'm still going to clean it off later. So that's the glue over there that you are seeing, not the lace line. The lace melted seamlessly into the skin. So right now I'm just going to style the front. I'm going to do the small middle pattern that was there. So I'm just using my comb to show it and bring it out, define the middle pattern, then take my hot comb to lay it flat so that it can look so nice and beautiful. So if you have any other hair that is not 13/2, that is a full frontal 13/4 or 13/6, you can actually do any style of your choice. But this hair, this is the only style I can do. But it's actually not bad. It's nice. It's giving boss lady, right? So I'm just going to go in with this hair serum and put it all over the hair. See how tangled the hair is just now. See how tangled it is again. Well, I'm just going to get a brush and brush it out again. But honestly, this hair is so bad. It's so bad. It tangles a lot. It's so bad. But the styling, it's 100/100. It's 100% for me. I love the styling, the melting lace, everything. I love it, aside the texture of the hair, because that's not nice at all. My hair lovers, just take a look at that lace. Where is the lace? It's nowhere to be found. And that is how you make a very perfect glueless installation. Do you find this helpful? Tell me thank you in the comment section.
Thank you for watching. If you like this video, do want to click on the subscribe button, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and also drop a comment in the comment section. Don't forget, if this is your first time of seeing my video, let me know in the comment section so I can give you a shout out in my next video. Bye.